positions. That is, to borrow a high-price share in order to sell it and return it at a lower price if stock prices fall, also known as short selling. At that time, at the height of the dot-com boom, with the stock market rising 2% every day, this sounded like madness. In 2005, his fund was managing more than $10 billion, and he ranked among the top 3 highest-earning managers, receiving $1.2 billion annually, according to the Financial Times. Upon my arrival, I saw some young men leaving, carrying boxes with personal stuff. Leaving. A good start. "Give me 6 longs and 6 shorts," was the first request that Dylan made of me. He was a mathematician who, according to company legend, had a photographic memory. A long position, or long selling, is a traditional investment. Buying a security in the hope that it will go up or will perform better than the market. Short selling means to short a stock, as I described before. It's sometimes inappropriately described as bearish. This involves borrowing a security on interest to then sell it, wait for it to fall or fare worse than the rest, buy it back again and return it to the broker. If the share has fallen, the difference is gained. But the chief aim of shorts, in fact, is to cover the exogenous risk of the long positions, to mitigate the white noise effect that is caused by market volatility, also known as beta. He was asking me to run a portfolio with an equal number of longs and shorts, which is what is known as a neutral portfolio, one that's not subject to any stock market movements, but generates gains if your personal analysis is correct, regardless of which way the stock market goes. This type of portfolio yields profits, for example, if the 6 longs fall, but fall less than the 6 shorts. This strategy is known as market neutral, and it's my favorite, as it doesn't depend on Bernanke or Draghi or Merkel or Rajoy saying or doing anything in particular. We will discuss this at length in subsequent chapters. The atmosphere in a hedge fund company is entirely unlike what we see in the movies. There are no men with glamorous hairstyles, wearing suits and braces, hollering into telephones. I was surprised by the silence and peacefulness of the environment. Most of the people were casually dressed. Most of the men were wearing polo shirts, chinos and white t-shirts. Everyone was doing their own thing, trying to make money. And there was I, like a jerk, dressed for a wedding. All the analysts, managers, and operators were communicating among themselves via Bloomberg Instant Messaging, an indispensable work tool for any manager or operator. The Bloomberg Professional Service is, together with Reuters, the most comprehensive market data platform in the sector, and publishes prices of all manner of financial instruments in real time. Besides the hundreds of screens providing real-time data on the prices of anything, this service has an application, similar to WhatsApp, through which subscribers can communicate live. It has the advantage that all conversations are recorded, meaning that no one can say they have misunderstood anything. This makes it extremely useful for the financial regulators, be they the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, or the FCA, Financial Conduct Authority. All background communications are carried out using this chat service. The interviews took place throughout the day. I came across mathematicians, physicists, physicians, former government officials, retired members of the armed forces. I was asked questions of a professional and personal nature over and over again, incessantly. No, I didn't get to eat. The last interview was with the CIO, the Chief Investment Officer. He asked me what I would do should I fail. I replied, acknowledge it and try not to fail again. He asked me 2 more questions. What book are you currently reading? And what was the last film you saw? After I answered, he got up and left. I was convinced that I had completely screwed up and responded hesitantly. I was unsure if I'd been consistent with my earlier statements when I'd been asked the same question 2 or 3 times. In the afternoon, a car took me back to the airport. When I got home, I told my wife about what had been the most surreal experience of my entire life. I must say that, on the one hand, the atmosphere was unnerving. On the other,